It's time! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Youth Lounge podcast. It is Wednesday, it is 3 p.m., which means me and my fellow co-hosts will be talking to you about the deeper issues of young people. Um, so today's topic is a bit, I wouldn't say controversial, but it is something that's been on a lot of people's minds. To jab or not to jab, to vaccinate or not to vaccinate. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but I can't just give my opinion. So I gotta talk with my co-host about it. And first up, let me introduce from the great city of Tswane. I don't know how they put that in the script. Ricky, pop in, man.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ricky, and I'm back for another episode with the Youth Lounge podcast. And I am vaccinated, by the way. I am pro-vax. I don't know why you anti, but we'll discuss that later. Literally, I've been vaxxed since October last year. Finished
Wow.
writing my physics exam, got vaccinated.
Now, I get that, but why?
Because I want to not die. I like living.
All right. Hopefully my other co-host can help get some sense into Ricky here. Like seriously, man.
It's
Uh,
already been done, and I'm still alive.
of course,
So
of course, me and Ricky, I'm the only ones doing this. So Mohammed, pop in, man.
I'm here, okay. Just I can't see my face. Okay, wait. This is like, oh, there we go. How are you guys? What's happening?
I'm good,
Uh,
man. I am
I'm
just like
good, man.
vacation
No,
mode.
I mean the stuff I heard you say. You hope I can knock some sense into it. But guess what? Triple down.
Boom,
What's wrong? What's wrong with you, Lord?
boom.
Hey, yo. Okay. Um.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
That is that's
that
disappointing
is
from
the
both of
case.
you.
I have to
No,
agree.
it's not disappointing. We're trying
It's
to live
disappointing.
life.
No, that's
We're trying to
disappointing
get
from
it
both of
over
you.
with this
You
pandemic.
just took this vaccine at face
Let's say
value. You
who
just jumped
strikes
on
me
it,
as
innit?
someone is very different compared to the rest of the population. Like 57.9 million of the population of South Africa will go do something.
Mm.
The Seho's like, no, this way.
Because I use me
We go
head,
this
bro.
way. He's
I
like, no,
deep it
that way.
first before I do things. I deep
No,
it before
man.
I do things, man. Like I have to think about it,
But
like
it
deeply. I have to
works.
analyze it.
Have you
You
not heard?
don't know that.
Did you
You
not
don't
hear
even
Ramaphosa
know.
yesterday? He said that the vaccines have helped people not to get severe cases and end up in hospital. So, like, Exhibit A, Exhibit B, we are okay. He said
Very
it's
much
just.
alive. Except on Sunday, I was knocked out because I took the dose, I think, on Saturday morning. So it took about 11 hours to take effect. And then I was knocked out for most of
Wow.
Sunday.
I
But
would
I'm
love my
fine. I'm very
favorite
much
one.
alive.
I'd love to get my second dose. I just got the SMS even telling me, go get your second dose. So I have to do that.
Y'all are
And
Oh,
you,
disappointing
so
me
listen,
you
have
today.
did
to
it.
get your first dose, dude. Like, why are you not vaccinated yet?
Y'all are disappointing me today. Nah, man, because I'm a freaking
I think you're
machine, dude. I
disappointing
don't
us.
need it. All I need is a good blanket, eucalyptus oil, Vicks, and hot water. That's all I need. That's all I can steam the ish
Okay,
out. I'm
okay.
okay.
Oh, wow.
Give me
I
tea and
get that.
honey, and I will give me tea, honey, and lemon, and I will never get sick, bro. Like
Wow.
I'm a tank.
You're
Like
sounding
I
like
don't
my
need vaccine.
grandmother now.
No, bro.
Ginger
Just
tea to stop an entire pandemic, a
no,
disease, a
bro.
deadly disease, and you want to combat it with ginger tea and honey.
Hey, yo, that ish works, bro. I've caught
No,
COVID
I get
before, and
what you're
that
saying.
ish helped me.
For
It's gonna help
flu.
you, I mean. But then the thing is, Lesejo, are you not afraid you're gonna? I don't know if you have like what's your household dynamics and stuff. But on my side, I've got elderly people in the house, so gotta be careful about that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, ginger tea is not gonna stop you from spreading it. Maybe it can help you in the short term,
With
like
your
when you do get
symptoms, but
infected.
not to
But
like
I
spread it to
I
other
don't really
people.
think it's gonna help you stop you from spreading it.
Does the
And I think
vaccine
that's the
stop
whole
you
point
from
of the vaccine.
spreading? I
It
mean, it
stops
helps
you
you
from
combat.
dying.
No, it helps you combat it, but it doesn't help. It doesn't stop you from spreading it. No. I mean, you can catch it
I
on
think
you and then
it
spread
does
to someone else
reduce.
the same way, vaccine or no vaccine. So
No, but if you have the vaccine, the effects won't be as
yeah,
high.
on you, not
Yeah,
everyone around you.
exactly.
You.
Exactly. So I won't die. That isn't that what's important
No, but
about that?
y'all basically just came at me with the point of, yeah, you can fend it off, but what about the people around you? The vaccine doesn't necessarily prevent your ability to hinder your ability to spread the thing. It hinders the virus's ability to attack you and increases your chances of surviving the virus. But
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't
Okay,
mean the people around you are safe because you're vaccinated.
no. Let's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not attacking you here. I mean, you
I'm not
chose
atta-
not to
I
take
know
the
you're not
vaccine. That's
attacking me. I'm
yeah.
just saying, like,
I mean, it's everyone's opinion. I mean, personally, I'm literally the only one in the entire. I think like my entire immediate family. I'm literally the only one who's actually been vaccinated. The rest of them have abstained. So, I mean, really, it's
Wow.
everyone's choice. But I mean, I can just. I'm curious, and if you don't mind me asking, like, so why did you choose not to take it?
they cooked this thing up way too fast. And I know, like, they've come up with the thing saying it's effective or because the whole world pulled together in a collective effort in that. But we still don't know what the long term effects of this vaccine are. And in previous instances, with the new variants coming up every now and again, and the new waves and everything, some vaccines don't necessarily thrive against certain variants. So until we have a vaccine that can actually work against all variants with the same success rate or greater success rate, um, I don't really trust it. I'm not gonna keep going to these places to get jabbed and then jabbed again, only for me to get sick the same way I would have without the jab, just because there's a new variant. I mean, it seems pretty redundant and useless. And on top of that, we don't know what the long term effects of this thing are. Like, we don't know how this thing is gonna affect us in the future. So
Well, if
Fair
I
enough.
grow a third arm, I'll let you know. And like other than that, dude, you can't control the variants and the mutations of the virus. So obviously they're gonna keep having to update the vaccine as the new variants come. So
yeah,
like
No,
we can't just say,
and
okay, we're gonna predict all the future variants and make one vaccine for all of them. Because you
bro,
don't know what
bro,
each of them
bro,
do. So
bro.
bro.
Ayo, they had a whole flu pandemic. They used to call this thing the Spanish flu back in the days. Now we
Mm.
catch it and it's simple. You get your medicines, you finish it there. So that is a standard solution for flu. So I'm just
but how did
waiting
that
on the
come under
standard
control? It
solution
was
for
also
COVID.
vaccine.
What?
The flu also came under control in recent years due to vaccines. And I mean, your
Exactly.
point
But I trust those ones.
about mutating. Um, but I think that really the entire point was that if we can get everyone vaccinated, we can get it under control, and this thing stops spreading. Because the more it spreads, I mean, it's going to continue mutating. Lesejo. That profanity, it's subtle, but
No,
I don't know.
it was my index. It was my index. It was the first finger, not the other one. Not the other one. I was doing
Okay.
these ones.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
No, but like
Okay.
if we all get vaccinated, then we can still get COVID but not die from it. That's the whole point, to reduce the hospitalizations and the harsh effects of the thing. And I mean, now we already have what 60 to 80% of immunity in the country, and that is due to the exposure with the vaccines that's not killing people. Because if we didn't have vaccines and we got this exposure, there would have been more deaths. But because of the vaccines, the people getting COVID aren't like they don't get the severe symptoms, so
Yeah,
they won't die. Therefore, they'll build the immunity, which is the whole point.
yeah, I mean, that's really the point. But honestly, for last night the president spoke. And I know you didn't tune into that because we did have a chat afterwards. Um, but he did mention something about the vaccine mandates for large gatherings. That doesn't sit well with you, does it?
no, I, I actually it doesn't necessarily sit well with me, but it's also a thing of I don't really care. Because it's South Africa, man. We hardly adhere to a lot of the rules and regulations that the government and the president sets around COVID thing. So like the mass gatherings and all. Sometimes we adhere to his things, sometimes we don't because we feel our needs are more important than the grand mission of the country to reduce the effects of COVID on all of us. Um, but yeah, everyone's gonna, I feel like a great deal of people are going to break this rule, and the government has already broken their own rule before. Like, if you remember, not so long ago they were doing this election thing, and they were having rallies, and there were like crowds of people at their rallies while they were campaigning for votes. And no one really cared about mass gathering restrictions or anything. So I feel, I mean, if they can twist and bend it like that, then I mean, I didn't hear that anyone got COVID from being at that event. So I'm not saying have mass gatherings or whatever, like disobey the restrictions that the government sets, because that could land you in trouble with the ops or whatever. But
Mm.
I'm also saying, as South Africans, we have a tendency to walk to the beat of our own drum. And if oftentimes when a group of people wants to do something, especially like in townships or rural areas, if they want to have them as gatherings, they're going to have them as gatherings, and no one's really going to stop them. I know for a fact that my mother not so long ago went to a night prayer thing for someone's funeral. So I do believe President said there are no night vigils allowed or stuff like that. So, but
The
no one
rules
was
only
sick.
apply when it's convenient to you,
Yeah,
basically.
it's really a rule of convenience. And if you
Yeah.
can bend and twist the rules, then you shouldn't be setting them at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Just
Fair
trying to
enough.
make it work for them. I mean, around the election time, it was level one, low COVID cases, low restrictions, and everything. And as soon as that was done, restrictions
When we
again.
needed to party for December.
Exactly. Then all of a sudden, no, the COVID is just really bad right now.
You go to a
Actually,
township and you make a plan, and that's what I did.
dude, like people here, we just literally with that rule of like you don't have to wear masks outside anymore. Like, where was he during these past few months? Where did he see people wearing masks outside? Like, literally here where I
Yeah.
live, people have been
I
outside
actually
without
thought
any masks for
mm,
so long. So,
I thought the outdoor masks thing was actually done away with a long time ago. That like
mm-hmm,
I mean that when you walk around and you see people, it's just like that. It's easy to think such things.
honestly,
But
it's
I
like,
haven't been wearing masks outside for time now. It's only when I go to a mall or a place where I know I'm gonna go inside, or when
yeah.
I'm with my mother or something, because it's my mother, so she's probably gonna rave about it. But other than that, I don't really wear masks outside. I don't really feel the need. There's no necessity to it. So I mean, there's ventilation of the air, and on top of that, there's also distance between you and people. Like this mass gathering thing really only applies, or it varies whether you're doing this thing outside or inside.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have more people if it's an outside event, but if it's an inside event, that's when it's a bit more restricted. So the whole wearing masks outside thing proved pretty useless in the end, to me
Exactly.
anyway.
Like I remember
But I
at the meet we went to Prime View when we got there, no one was wearing masks. Like not even the staff was wearing masks. And I was like, okay, Mr. Cyril, after all this time, only now you're saying, okay, no masks
Okay.
outside. But we've been doing it though. Like, where have you been in this country for this past
Bro.
forever
I
now?
think his
So,
government has really been dragging their feet on this. Like I said this yesterday as well. I mean they haven't like it's now a case of the government regulations adapting to our ways of doing stuff as opposed to us adapting to their regulations. Um, and that is worrying because it shows our government it
mm,
points to a certain level of incompetence, unfortunately.
Yeah. Actually, after Mohammed, you and I did a thing after Ramaphosa's speech yesterday,
Mm.
and immediately after that, I saw kind of a screenshot of someone who tweeted something about masks outside aren't necessary anymore. It's useless. And then later on, Ramaphosa had his speech and he said the same thing. And the comment to that was, bro, we already beat you to it. We were basically leading the country for you. So it's useless.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, it's
he's
government
been
is
quiet.
incompetent. Like it's our South Africa, I can't really speak on too many other governments, but like the South African government specifically, um, incompetence is almost a given with them.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
something that keeps coming up and people keep suffering
Nothing
as a
new.
result of. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the comment
But I
section
feel
this
like,
afternoon is actually quite quiet. Uh,
yeah,
I think because the change of time, because this recording's actually been done.
yeah, I didn't tell anyone
ahead
we
of-
were filming earlier today.
neither
So
did I.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
it's,
neither did I. So I guess people will just check this out. So
yeah,
whenever you're
the
watching this, whenever you're listening to this, hi and
mm,
welcome to the show. I mean, I think we actually I noticed there's a new feature on Anchor, so the listeners can actually go and send us voice messages at the end of each episode. So that's really cool. So
oh,
if you're
that's
listening to
cool.
this, please go and take
Mhm.
advantage of that. I really want to check that out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, coming back to the topic for today, vaccines. I think we've pretty much established that there's some people who will go ahead to get their jabs, others who might not, others who are on the fence.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Get your
oh
vaccine.
man. I mean,
Yes.
as we speak, I'm a bit under the weather. Have been since Monday, but it's not
If
that
you
deep.
had your
Like,
vaccine, you wouldn't be under the weather. You'd be over the
bro, it's
weather.
normal flu.
Be
No, it's
next to the
normal
weather.
flu. It's a normal
Mm,
flu though.
you
I
don't know
conquered
that.
that thing, but
normal flu is code for COVID.
I had one uncomfortable night and I was good afterwards. It's normal flu.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I had a
Ricky,
little bit of
Sure.
like body
you were watching
ache.
the yeah, you were watching the address last night, and I can't remember exactly what it was that the president referred to, but when he was asking the public to go and get vaccinated, there was some hashtag, the name of the campaign.
Oh yeah, it was like hashtag get ready. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
I was
he
like,
did a hashtag. Like wow. That
like, I
was
mean,
that was
is that the way you appeal to young people? You say hashtag get ready, and then just
like
say,
wow.
oh,
We
everyone's
have
going, all the
developed
young
a
people are going.
hashtag. I was like,
Mm.
wow. At least you're catching up with the times, but like on the
I
whole
think that
state of
even is a
the
bit too late.
address. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have done something revolutionary for this pandemic. We have started a hashtag. Like wow.
That was
Wow.
my thoughts exactly. I mean, yeah, I mean, and is he not a bit late with the hashtag thing also? Like,
Bro. Like
wasn't that like a 2016 kind of thing?
we've like hashtags have been like the US has had their own thing. I remember like there was sometime last year when vaccine started like being popular, I guess, that like people who posted on the Instagram stories and got their vaccine had like this purple sticker circle thing that was like around their story as well. And then that was like, okay, well, what is that doing? Like what is the point of these hashtags other than to because some people like let's say for example the hashtags have
They're
no
not
effect
even.
on them. Like they
Yeah,
don't like okay, well you have a hashtag. Congratulations. Like you see, so that's not really
I don't
working.
care about a hashtag. I'm not a
See,
sheep.
I don't
I'm
care
not
about that
going to
either.
be persuaded by a
Yeah,
yeah.
hashtag or a nice pun or a phrase to go vex, bro. I know my reasons for not vexing. I know they are valid reasons, and therefore I'm not going to. No hashtag is going to change that until I'm sure that this thing is safe. I don't want this thing in my body corrupting me and doing all sorts of weird things.
So if
there
someone
was
offered to pay you money to get vaccinated, you wouldn't do it still.
How much
Were
money?
they?
Like 100K.
You're gonna have to do better than 100K, man.
That's too
Well,
small
you're
for
gonna just
you.
have to be a bit
You're
less
Yeah,
greedy.
man.
unemployed
100K
younger.
is
Wow,
100K
wow.
is way too, bro. I have way too much ambition to settle for 100K. No,
Okay, a
100
million.
100K
Let's
is
go
too.
for a million then. A million
Come on,
rand.
you can do better than that.
A
You
million
know you
dollars.
can.
A million US dollars.
Come on, it's not enough.
Okay, how much
Vicky,
would
just
you
give
get
up. He's
paid
gonna
to
go
get
on. He's not
vaccinated?
gonna stop.
How much
But
do
when you
you
bring the
want
actual
to
money, bring the actual money, and then you're gonna see.
Minimum 10 million pounds. Pounds. I rate
But
that currency.
And
Pounds. I'll take 10 million pounds. Then I'll
you'll
vaccinate.
get
It's fine.
all the shots. The
Yeah.
booster included for each variant as well.
Everything.
All
I'll
the
get the whole
things.
freaking package. But
Wow.
10 million pounds, guys. Like pounds is very
Pounds.
Great British pounds is very important.
Mm,
Pounds. Then I'll
with
vaccinate.
the queen on the thing.
but what if you take it
Wow.
then and then you die the next day?
God's plan, man. Is
Just
what it
put us
is.
in your will. Make sure we're there so we can inherit the money. But like, don't
Yeah,
you
we want
guys
it back.
sometimes feel that COVID kind of made us realize some things we were doing wrong? Like, I think about it now, like social distancing. I'm like, how close were we standing to people before this thing? Like, we're putting this 1.5 or 1 meter thing now. Like, how close were we
It's
standing before? And like, sit like using trolleys, like all the germs that were just
I
there
could never
before.
touch the
We
trolley.
just go and touch things, and just basic hygiene,
Handshakes are the worst.
I love
Handshakes
going
are
to
the
the
worst.
shops.
bro. Like,
When I was younger, I loved going to the shops with moms and like pushing the trolley and everything. I mean, I got bored eventually, but like I loved going to the shops with moms and everything, and it
pushing
was chill.
trolleys is the best thing ever.
But I don't know the distance thing that you're raising, Ricky. It's not. I don't think it's that deep. I think that's just normal human nature. That's how we interact with each other.
Like,
The fact that we're
like
that deep in each other's space. Yeah, I mean, it's just
no,
that's nature. Like that's just how it is, man. Like people like as people, we need
And then
to
when you see,
interact through contact. So yeah, I mean, not necessarily that you have to go touching people to be social, but like it's like being in people's
some people
space
are
is
not nice.
oftentimes some people like being in people's space is a normal part of social interaction. I mean
mm,
and it's something we've retained. It's just we've put a little more distance to it, but it's still the same. I know
mm.
that for a fact.
Do you guys still wipe your groceries? Have you ever wiped your groceries? Wipe
No,
with
I
sanitizer?
didn't think
What
Never.
do you mean wipe? What do you mean wipe
Like,
your groceries?
after you go shopping, you spray them with sanitizer or bleach or something, and you wipe to not get the COVID.
Wait, so you're spraying your plastics in that?
Yeah, like a packet of chips, for example, you spray the packet and you wipe it. Y'all never did that, like not even the beginning.
I know people done it. I know it was a thing, but I never done that.
Yeah,
I
man.
think that's a bit too
Wow,
No,
drastic, bro.
that's just wow.
really?
But the most I did was spray the trolley that I was using, and then that's it. I don't care
And
about
you're
the
I'm
I'll
package.
tell you
vaccinated.
one habit that formed. One habit after all this COVID stuff is the moment I walk into the house after going out, like could be anywhere, the very first thing I do is go and wash my hands, like thoroughly. I'm not
Oh,
touching
that's
anything until
nice.
then. Not even touching my face
Yeah.
until I wash my hands. It's just a habit. Not so much because
So
of
you,
COVID
so you
now,
don't
but
touch
I
your
mean it
face
just
at
feels
the
clean.
place. You don't touch your
No,
face at
it
the place that you went to.
maybe unconsciously or subconsciously rather, but I wouldn't deliberately
So
go and like
Mohammed. If you had dry lips at wherever you go, you're not gonna baseline that thing because you're trying.
No,
No,
that's why you use
can
lip
I carry
therapy.
love
You
ice
just go
around?
like this. There's no face touching involved
Yeah,
and you're
there's
done.
no touching.
Why
no.
are you using your fingers? You must get a lip balm for
Because
men.
think of it, Lesejo, you're touching a surface, you don't know who else touched that. A million people touched it. Where did their hands go before that? Just think about it. And you just follow that train of thought, go deeper, and it spooks me out.
Trust in God, man. I don't know. I don't know what
And
to tell
before
you.
COVID, we just used to come back inside and just continue with life
Go do
like nothing
whatever.
ever happened. Like what? Washing hands has definitely been like you wash your hands after the bathroom before you eat, all the normal times. But then now with COVID, you wash your hands after touching something outside, and it's just like all these germs that were here before COVID, they're still there. But like we weren't washing our hands
You're
before.
just more
Like why
conscious of it
wasn't
now.
I mean,
like I feel like life after COVID, you're gonna just go back to like no mask, no sanitize, no wash hands, everything just reboot back
I'll
to pre-COVID, or
sanitize,
you're
but
gonna
like,
adjust with.
I'm not gonna be extreme. I'll sanitize and everything, do the basic thing. But I'm not going to. I'll be out just sanitizing my Lay's chips and my cornflakes and everything after I get. That's just unnecessary, bro. Like,
I think that was
No, you
very
don't know
true.
who touched those things in the shop or who breathed on them or whatever. But I mean, I guess that's just how different people think. Because I know people who like put bleach on them or sanitize them or the
yes,
sprays and
bro. The
stuff.
box has been through enough. What you doing? You're wasting bleach now. Now
No,
you're
but they should
wasting
tell you at
bleach.
least do your fruits. Because I think
It's
fruits
for
are,
a good
there's no compromise.
cause.
You aren't you supposed to wash fruits before you eat them, anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah. So it's just open.
I'm
Honestly.
not
Like
gonna be
the plastic,
sanitizing now.
comes
I'm
in
gonna
the
be
plastic
tasting
most.
alcohol and sanitize on my strawberries. Come on now.
No, no, no.
Now you
Not
just
No,
like
stop
now
you
you
sanitizing.
just
I'm
sanitize
saying
the
wash it.
box, dude.
oh you sanitize the
Listen, get a
box.
cloth. Look,
Oh
look, let's say it's a
yeah.
box of cornflakes, right? You get your
Mm.
cloth, you spray your bleach or sanitizer, you wipe the box. That's
Yeah,
it.
sanitizer, not bleach. You're wasting
If
bleach.
it's butter, then you take the tub, you wipe the tub, and you put it away. A packet of chips, you wipe the plastic, you put it away. You clean. And then the
Wow.
plastic
I'll tell
bags as
you.
well that you shopping with,
Imagine
you
getting
wipe
COVID
them.
from a plastic, like from a packet of Lays that you were eating.
You
Imagine.
never know who touched
Hey
or
yo, bro,
breathed
if
on
you die, bro,
something or
imagine what the
something.
angels are gonna be saying, bro. You died because of a packet. Nah, fam. Like, ain't no way. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Like, imagine dying because of a packet. No,
So
man.
since the beginning of COVID, you have never ever wiped, sanitized, nothing like the stuff that you
I've
bought.
never done it. Maybe my mother did, but I've never done it.
You've
And
never
she's
seen it being
even
done in
if
your house.
yeah, and even if she did, she's never done it with bleach. Guys, don't waste bleach, bro. Like everything's going up, the prices are flying, petrol is moving, everything's gonna get more expensive. You're out here wasting bleach, fam. Come on now. Let's respect the bleach, bro. Yo,
We're
these people
It's
stimulating
are
the
for your
economy.
health.
the people at
We're
Domestos are
buying
working
more
hard
books.
to
We're
make that
creating
thing,
more
bro. Like,
jobs.
don't waste the
You're
bleach.
providing employment for the bleach factory people,
Yeah, we're providing employment for them.
creating demand.
They need the jobs.
Bro.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Creating
so
employment.
because we are employing and providing for the people who on the farms who are getting the wheat for our bread and that, we must chow 5 slices a day. Come on, don't waste the thing just because it's there.
No, but it's not
Don't waste.
wasting. It's not a waste.
That's
If it's for your
overconsumption.
safety, if
You
you
still
live with
have some
someone with
benefits from it.
comorbidities and things,
You're
then yeah.
increasing the demand and the supply, especially in this country, may not be able to keep up. So, I mean, chill, sanitizer. That's what it was made for, to sanitize. Don't use bleach, bro.
But I
Like they
guess it's
even,
kind of a
bro,
double
they put
standard.
effort to make that thing colorful, the box nice for you and everything. Now you're dyeing it out, bro. Like,
Show
don't
them you
waste your
appreciate
bleach.
their efforts.
It doesn't ruin the color, it just makes it
Okay, have you
sterile.
ever bleached the jersey before?
Oh yes, I've bleached my hoodie.
What happened to the color? What happened to
Let
the
me
color?
show you my
What happened
hoodie.
to the color?
It literally
What happened
got
to the color?
where's the camera? Yeah, it got bleached. See there?
Nah, black and white's too simple. I want a proper color. Give me a green. Like I want
I
a
don't
light
live
proper color.
another
Like give me
color.
a
I only
green
bleached
or red or
one
something.
thing. And that was like the saddest thing ever. So
Yeah, but it messes the color up.
sponsor me for a new hoodie, please. No, but I
and
get what you're
having.
saying. But like the boxes, like the cornflakes box, it won't
I think
remove
I
the
think I
color
think
of
we're flying a bit
anything.
off topic talking about bleach here,
No.
but you guys are wasting your bleach in that. Jeez. But yeah, vaccines. I'm very against them. I don't do that thing, not yet at least. But the government.
Okay, 10 years time. In 10 years time, if Rika and I are still here, when we're still alive,
We
and we're
will be
still,
still alive. What do you mean if? Why are you
I mean,
saying
I
if
could
like
die
that?
I'm still
tomorrow.
gonna be alive.
Uh-uh. No.
Too much to do, in fact. I
Still
have
alive
way
to
too
do.
much to do, bro.
So you
I'll
wouldn't
But
start
yeah.
necessarily
thinking
10 years
about.
time.
I'll start thinking death is a possibility when I'm 60 or something like that, bro. I just know
Amen.
I'm gonna last way. I just know there's too much to do. So like,
Yeah. Okay, so in the next 10 years, what's happening?
what vaccine wise?
No, he was still
Mm.
talking about something in the next 10 years.
No, I think he
No,
was asking in
yeah,
the
I'm
next
asking
10
the
years
Tshepo in
would you
10
get
years from
vax?
now, is he gonna get that? Because
Oh,
for you, the issue, as you claimed, is that there hasn't been enough time to cook this up soon enough. So, I mean, 10 years is a fair amount of time.
mm.
Let's see what COVID does, and then if it's still such an issue, maybe. If COVID's still
Okay,
a
but
big thing at that point, and people are still cooking up new vaccines. I still want to see what the like I'm talking about the 10 to 20-year range after the fact.
You're just
I want to
moving the
see what
goalpost now.
that. I'm not moving the goalpost. I said I want to see what the long-term effects are. And long-term effects on a physical level, like it can take anything from 10 to 20 years. When you start looking at that region, then I can start saying, you know what, this thing isn't bad. I haven't seen too much destruction caused by it. Maybe when we get to 10 years, I'll consider it. But
okay.
if we get to 10 years and this thing is still a problem, that's concerning. Fam.
But
That's
then what happens when you can't do stuff because you're not vaccinated anymore?
you see
Like you can't go
that
to a
I don't like.
concert, you
That I
can't
don't
go
like.
to this place, you can't
That
do
I do
this.
not like. The whole thing of governments and everything like forcing people, basically putting you into a corner and saying if you are not vaxxed, you will not be able to do this, this, or this. That's essentially forcing us to vax, which
It's
most governments and
motivation.
people. No, it's forcing you. It is basically making it mandatory. They came out and said months ago, we are not going to force the public, we are not going to force anyone to take the vaccine.
They
But
said they won't make it
May,
compulsory.
yeah, they won't make it compulsory.
They didn't say
So
they won't make it mandatory. Big
You
difference
can't
between the
get
two.
this job if you're not vaccinated. You're going to get fired if you're not
let
vaccinated.
me check something because now he's hitting me with semantics. Um, he's
No,
hitting me
no,
with
seriously, this
semantics.
I've thought this through. I mean, I've seen this in various interviews and
Yeah.
stuff. Is a
Because
difference
I mean,
between
I
Um,
want to
compulsory
go
and
places.
what's
mandatory.
the
Imagine now I
difference
can't travel
between?
because I'm not vaccinated. And I like to travel. So now,
Yeah.
if I can't go somewhere because I'm not vaccinated, then that's just, like,
What's the difference between compulsory and mandatory?
isn't the same thing.
According
Mm-mm.
to PDR.com, mandatory indicates a quality of binding to the particular thing, while compulsory indicates a necessity of something. Both mandatory and compulsory are two words that mean something essential.
Can I expand on that?
Please do, because I'm
Okay,
still
so
lost as ever.
I figured. So compulsory basically means there's no two ways about it. Like, I mean, if it's a compulsion, it's an obligation. There's really no two ways about it. The minute you're born, you get your vaccines. It's done. And yeah, I mean, to do anything really, you're gonna have the vaccine. But when it comes to mandatory vaccines, you either have a choice. I mean, you have a choice rather. You either take it and you enjoy what is being offered by the vaccine, or you leave it and you just be deprived of that. So yeah, it's up to you to make that choice.
So essentially, it's the same thing because even Google said they are often used
It
as a synonym. So it's the same thing.
not really.
Literally,
Essentially, it's the same thing. because you're basically saying that I can't do anything that I like anymore because I'm not vaccinated, which basically is saying you have to in order to do this.
Nobody's saying you must take the vaccine. You want to do this stuff, you go and do it.
If you want to travel, get the vaccine. If you don't want to travel, don't get the vaccine. Really simple. But like then that's kind of unfair for like people like
Exactly.
Miho and anti-vaxxers of them because yeah, I mean human rights and what's this freedom of what choice and all that stuff and yeah, then you can't live your life because you're not vaccinated. So I mean then what? What do you do then?
Yeah.
You just start your own company of the anti-vaxxers and there you go. Problem solved.
That's
Or what?
like
You're gonna have to
because
fold eventually and get your vaccine if you
some
want to
people,
continue living
aside
life.
from the general public, which
Mhm.
often have a tendency to be quite idiotic sometimes and say that they're not doing things for stupid reasons. Um, there are actually people with genuine concerns, with valid
Mhm.
concerns, and to limit these people based on the fact that you haven't taken your vaccine, when there's a genuine concern around your health because of the vaccine. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah. Mm.
come on, like it's a bit annoying, like because I don't know how to explain it. It's just I feel like it's a bit unfair. If people who take the vaccine feel so secure because of that vaccine, then why are they imposing it on other people? I don't feel like you should impose it on anyone else if you feel so secure or you think that this thing is genuinely working.
Mm.
So
And I feel
like
like in this
why
entire
would you be afraid if I don't take it and you take it, you're safe. It's only me you're safe. But you are so concerned with me getting it, but you don't even like I don't necessarily add value to your life, but you're forcing me to get it. But or you're implying that I have to get it.
I
So
feel like it's a thing of I'm safe, but what about you? Like I'm concerned about your safety. You know, like I can be vaccinated and fine. I'm safe, not you. But like I also care about the
say
next life. You know, like how
I'm safe.
if I get COVID, it won't affect me as badly as someone who doesn't have the vaccine. And so if I give it to
But that's
them and
their
they end
choice,
up
I think.
dying,
I think they made their peace with that when they decided not to
get vaccinated.
yeah, thank you. When they decided not to get vaccinated, they made that choice to say, you know what, I'm not doing it, but if it ends badly for me, that's on me. That's my ish. That's not your problem. That's my problem. And plus, like I feel like for people like me, we're safe, man. It's just that blanket, the Vicks, and the hot water, and you're good. Like it's not that deep. Like just staying there if you sweat it out and you are good. It's
People are
not that hard.
dying because of this thing. I don't think you understand that Vicks cannot save you
When
from
that thing
dying.
hit
It
me,
can unblock your nose, but it cannot save you. If
okay,
you
when
can't
I
breathe, if you have no oxygen or like a little bit of oxygen, like literally, if you
okay, fair.
can't breathe,
Okay,
and
fair.
Vicks is supposed to help you with that,
Okay, fair.
compared to scientifically,
Ventilation machines.
like,
There are breathing machines at
Load
hospitals
shedding.
for that.
Axel, are you living in
but
South
wouldn't you
Africa?
rather prevent that?
It's load shedding.
At a hospital though, like that. Yeah, kind of that actually happens, eh? But that's a
Exactly.
government thing. That's not our problem. That's a
But
government
don't
thing.
you want to prevent
It becomes your
getting
problem
into
if
that
you're the one sitting
situation?
on your deathbed.
Exactly. Wait till. Yeah,
God
but like,
damn.
dude,
God
prevention is
damn.
better than cure. Like, why do you want
Yeah.
to take that risk of
Yeah.
I
God's
might end
plan.
up there, but it's fine because so far I haven't, and I've just been fine with Vicks.
Thing is,
Why would you want to take
I
that?
think my approach is also based on my experience with COVID. Like I had the thing,
Mm,
and it was just 2 weeks of steaming, a lot of rest, uh, nice tea, lemon, honey, and all them nice
yeah.
things with rebos. And then I was good afterwards. I felt
Mm.
okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
you got lucky.
my lungs were a bit heavy after
Because
that.
you're
Like they were a
young.
bit fit. But I got back
Mm,
to being me after a while, bro. Like I'm just sweat it out,
Okay,
bro.
can I tell
Like
you a story as well?
yeah, sure.
mm,
Because I mean, fair enough. You went through it and you could speak the experience, but then also I've got an experience as well. I mean, last December, yeah, it was last December. My entire family and we went somewhere for the holidays, and when we returned, like the entire family was actually knocked out with this COVID thingy, and I was literally the only one vaccinated. And I don't know. I'm also gonna say thank God, but it's very likely that because I was vaccinated, I actually carried on with my life as normal. I had no symptoms. I was completely fine. Actually, not even sick at all. Whilst the rest of them were all in bed, the usual symptoms. But then my grandparents actually it went really bad. It went to a point where they were now on ventilators and whatnot. So yeah, it was actually very scary. It was a very difficult period as well. But again, stressing the nuance there that I was the only one vaccinated at the time, and I managed
mm,
through it just fine. But yeah, and then I do want to come back to the discussion we were having a few moments ago, where Ricky said she doesn't think it's fair, that whole thing about compulsory versus mandatory and stuff.
mm.
There is also that option of PCR tests, but then I suppose that would be really costly. Then
Yeah.
let me take some words out of Estejo's mouth and say that's the government's problem. They should pay for that because they need to, as as the state, they've got this responsibility to care for us. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that
Yesterday, my mom was
responsibility should
saying,
fall on
like,
them.
imagine now you want to go watch a game at the stadium and you had to pay 500 Rand for a test to go buy a 20 Rand ticket to watch a soccer
It's a
game and you come
520
back
Rand
positive,
game.
then you wasted that money and you can't even go to the match. It's like, now I must pay 500 Rand for a 20 Rand ticket and then my team loses when I get there. Then it's just like
Yeah,
That's
520.
on you. That's
that's
on
why I say the
you.
state should subsidize that because I mean they claim to have been managing this whole pandemic for us, so they should step in there and take care of that.
Yeah. But Ricky, like going to the stadium, bro, you knew what you were getting into from day one. But don't act like you were surprised. Oh, they lost. No, what must happen now? I got vaccinated. Okay, doesn't mean anything, right? You lost, bro. Your team sucks. That's it. That's on you. But yeah,
No, but the point of the amount of money they have to go spend to watch that, like, people want to go back to the
Ayo, those are
stadium
your
and they
pockets.
want
What
to
you do with
visit.
them is on you.
Yeah, but
That's you.
No, but your
this
environment
is
also
you.
influences it.
Exactly. Wait, but
Bro,
like a stadium, ne?
who
It's
told
like
you to go?
it's open, right? There's no like
Yeah.
roof on top of the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm.
So does that count as an indoor or outdoor place? I wear my mask in the
Outdoor.
stadium.
I'd
Outdoor. It
say
has to be
outdoor.
outdoor. It has to
Mm,
be outdoor. Anyone who tells me it's indoor is absurd. It has to be outdoor. The only
Okay, there, I'm
indoor is the
finally
tunnel
agreeing with the
leading to
Stefan
the
something.
stands. The
I've
only
waited for this moment.
the only outdoor or indoor is the tunnel leading to the stands, transit tickets, wherever you get your food at. But anything other than that, you're absurd if you're going to tell me that thing is indoor. It is not indoor. It's outdoor. The roof is there. Like the sky is there. Like
but it's close
literally
contact.
the only thing that you can call a roof is this thing
No,
going like
social
this and then it
distancing.
stops there. Finished. It's only there for shade. Right. That thing is
Mhm.
technically an umbrella. It's doing nothing. It's not a roof. It's outdoor. It's
I
outdoor. If
agree
you
with
tell
you.
me that thing is indoor, that's absurd. It's outdoor.
No, no.
So passionate about it. Like it's outdoor. No one can tell me
It's
anything else.
outdoor.
Not
But that thing
indoor.
is, bro, that thing people are
Wow.
calling a roof is basically an umbrella. It's just there for shade. It does nothing else. If it rains, you're getting wet, probably. If it, bro,
Yeah,
So
I don't think it's
I mean, it's
actually even
outdoor.
called a roof. I think there must be some technical
Yeah,
term
it's
for that.
outdoor. Don't tell me going to a stadium is an indoor activity. Are you mad? But the ventilation and air going around there, like, what's going on? You telling me that thing is indoor? Bruh, shade does not equal indoor. I've been to the beach. Niggas put umbrellas there. It's still outdoor. It's the
Wow.
same ish. Don't
So stadium is
confuse me.
outdoor.
It's
You want them
outdoor.
to pay for your COVID test because you won't get vaccinated, so you can go watch the game, and
Yeah.
then you shop. Then you go watch a game,
They're
and then
the
your
only
team.
ones concerned with that right now. Yeah.
All
But
right. So
I guess my whole approach to this conversation has kind of been it's me, it's my life, it's what I
yeah.
decide, and
You
that
sound very much like an American right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Even the glasses came
I
off.
got the glasses off. That's a win for me.
Oh, please put them back on. You look
what you
so
mean,
different. Put
American.
them back on.
What do you mean I look like an what do you mean?
Have you seen Americans and the way they've been behaving throughout this
No,
pandemic?
but those Americans, half of those Americans are saying stupid shit though. Like it's
Americans are stupid like 99% of the time.
yeah, like they chose stupidity. Like my stuff makes sense. Like it's logic. They chose stupidity.
That's
Their
what they think
theories,
also.
their
They
theories as
also
to
think
why
that
they
they're
are
being
doing it do
logical.
not compute. Bruh, their 1 + 1 does not equal 2. Like that's them. Like my stuff makes that. What do you mean?
They
I
also
remind you of an
think that
American
1 + 1
dude.
is.
The 1 + 1 is not twoing over there, bro. It's not
They
twoing up
also
here.
think that
They
one
may
plus
think
one
it
is
is, but
2.
it's not twoing over there.
Same
It does
thing
not
here.
compute.
You may
Bruh,
think
they are
it's 1
getting
+ 1
error
is
messages
2.
that they are ignoring they're getting
No, man.
504s in their brains and they're ignoring them. Me, my stuff makes sense.
Okay, sorry, sorry.
It makes sense to you,
I
man.
rescind my comment.
But
Jeez, American. Damn.
wow.
My shit
A whole
makes sense.
is it an insult not to be called American, I guess?
Yes, I actually I don't know, I have a lot of hate for a great deal of Americans. Not all,
Yeah, it's
but
the
a great
same, yeah.
deal of
Yeah,
I
they're
have a
like, do
lot of
you
hate
have
for them.
water in Africa? Like, what?
Yeah,
You ride
ish like that.
elephants to
Ish like
school?
that is the reason. Yeah, ish like
Like,
that
where is
is
Africa?
part of the reason.
Is it
Where's
like
South
in the
Africa? Is
I
that
don't like
north?
Nigeria?
Americans.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
I don't like Americans. I don't like
You're
America.
like pro American,
Like if I were
literally,
to
like something
travel,
like
I'd travel to
this.
Europe. You know, I'd
Yeah.
Not to
travel
the
to Europe.
USA,
Yeah.
but
If I
America
were
is
to
like so great.
yeah.
It's the
It's
greatest
not
country in the
America
world.
without Erica. Did you know that?
I love that
Are
American
you
accent
okay?
though, that you can put on. You actually do it really
Are
well.
you
You could
okay?
It's not America without Erica. Literally, because like if you spell it, it's I am Erica. Literally, like America without Erica, it's just am.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
that's why they're not taking vaccines. Mm. That's why they're not taking vaccines.
Oh
That's
wow. But their reasons make sense to them in the same way that your reasons
yeah,
make sense.
yo, but like
I think at the end of
you
the
have to
day,
acknowledge
everyone's reasons make sense to
504
themselves.
is popping in their minds. Mine is
Don't
clean.
judge
Like
the Americans. You don't know
my
what's
system
going
is
through their
computing.
brains.
Mine is no, that's just ignorance. Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't use their heads a lot of the time. But I ain't got nothing against well, I have a lot against them actually. I have so many issues with America and a lot of Americans. So but it's fine.
You need to like resolve your issues with Americans because like they have done nothing wrong to you.
Ricky,
And I really
Ricky,
don't think that
Ricky,
you can
Ricky,
like do that to all
Ricky,
of them.
Ricky,
Like generalizing
Riggy,
is so
what you doing
dangerous,
right now?
and it's very
Riggy,
important
what you doing right
that
now?
you don't do that
Riggy,
because it
what you're doing
literally
right
hurts
now
so
is a
many
result of that
feelings.
vaccine you took.
And
Riggy, what you're doing right now, that's the vaccine. That's that's what I'm
literally,
avoiding.
you literally can't be doing
That's
that. You
that's
cannot be
what I'm avoiding.
generalizing people. It's
That's what
like
I'm avoiding.
unfair
Ayo,
and discriminatory.
bro.
Yeah.
That vaccine is making your voice do a mad thing. Come on.
No, this vaccine's like saving my life.
That second jab is gonna mess you up. Like, calm down. It's that
No,
vaccine.
man, I'm just.
What you doing now? That accident. What you doing now? That's the
You
vaccine.
can't blame the
It's
vaccine
messing
for
you up.
that.
Hey, bro. Where do you think Johnson & Johnson came from? America.
You can't do
It's
that.
that thing that should.
Yeah,
it's
but I took the
messing you up, that thing.
Pfizer. I took
Yeah,
Pfizer.
where do you
I
think they
did
came
not
from
take
as well?
JJ.
America.
You
That
don't
thing
know
is
that.
messing you. That thing is messing you up, bro. Don't
Literally
take the
not.
second jab. Ew,
No.
it's messing you up. That thing is expiring in your system there. 504s are popping on a madness there. Come on. It's that
Wow.
vaccine. It's that vaccine.
No. It's just purely
It's the
creative
vaccine.
energy.
No. It's the vaccine.
I've been doing this way before COVID.
Bro, you're out here sounding like Siri and that. It's the
What?
vaccine. I wouldn't be surprised if they said Apple had a hand in helping find the vaccine. It's that Siri thing there. Bro, calm down. Chill.
I'm gonna be like this from now on all the
Yes, please,
episodes.
and thank you.
I'm gonna talk like
Please don't.
this,
Please
and we're
don't.
gonna communicate effectively and efficiently like
Please
this
don't. Please don't.
because I feel like it's really important to have
You're messing with
diversity.
me now. Now you just listen to this. Please don't.
If you get the
Please don't.
vaccine, I'll stop talking like this. Yeah, how
Ain't
about that?
no way.
I think that's
Yeah.
unfair.
Get the
Hell.
shot, and then we can talk.
No.
All right?
No, I'm
Is that
not.
okay with you?
No.
We'll have
Listen, how are you keeping a straight face through all of
No.
this?
Bro, I
I
told
like
you,
have a
freaking
lot of practice.
machine, bro. I am a
Actually,
tank.
I
Bro,
watched a
bro.
lot of TV and High School Musical and like all that type of stuff, and it just
Yeah,
gave me a
so
lot of
it's
practice.
that Apple thing, Siri and that, yeah, Alexa
So
and that, yeah,
I can
bro.
like talk like this for like
Yeah.
ever if I have to. And I've convinced a few people that I'm actually American, like that. Oh my god,
Yeah,
where are you
yeah,
from?
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I'm like
that's
from
what you
LA
sound like.
actually.
Yeah, you're glitching. You're glitching. Yeah,
You sound like a dying
yeah,
dog.
yeah. That's what you sound like, bro. You're glitching even. Come on, that bullshit.
You're mean. Oh my gosh.
But
I
the
literally
vaccine
cannot
is
with
making
you.
your computer glitch. That's how
No,
bad
I
it is.
think you're done for today. I can't.
Bro, your
do this
network
anymore.
is shattering because of the vaccine, bro. That's how bad it is. That's how deep it is.
I will
Bro,
not take your insults anymore. Please, no. The point is, get your vaccine, get your shot, go jab,
don't, dude.
so that you can be safe
It's-
and like not die. And
It's not a guarantee that you're gonna be safe, dude. You
I'm
can still
safe.
catch the virus. You can still
You
catch
can
the
catch
virus.
it, but you won't die. That's the whole point.
Says who? Says
The
who?
government, the scientists.
Bro, a new
It's the
variant can pop tomorrow and it's long for man with vaccines. You don't
But
know.
then who says I'm gonna get the variant?
Who says I'm gonna get the variant?
That's not the point. What's the point you're trying to make?
No.
What is the
You don't
point
even
you're
know what the
trying
point
to
is.
make?
No, you
No,
don't
you know
even
what's
know
the
what
point?
your
We will
point is,
die
but your
eventually.
504s are messing you up. You don't even know what your point is. You asked me.
You are making the
What-
point. Listen,
No,
all
you're
I'm saying
saying-
is that if you get the vaccine, you will not
Yeah.
have severe effects from the COVID.
You don't know that.
And if you don't get the vaccine, you will have
You don't know that.
the what's the
Siri,
Severe.
you don't know that. Siri,
Oh, call me Siri!
Siri.
Did you just call me
Siri.
Siri?
Siri,
Did you?
you don't know that. Siri,
I think we're done
Siri.
for the
I know you're
day.
linked to the internet and that.
Yeah,
but
I
you
think we're
don't
done.
know.
Let's leave it
No,
here.
There's no guarantee. Hey, Siri.
No.
That's
No,
what the charts be
no,
telling
I
me.
will
They
not
lie.
acknowledge that
Hey,
name.
No, Siri.
Absolutely not. Shut up.
As long
Shush.
as you have
Keep
that voice,
quiet.
yeah.
Your freedom
We're
of
gonna
speech
keep
has
that
been
name.
revoked. Please stop talking.
Yeah. I'm the one doing
Can
the
I
intros
just
and that.
push him
I
off
get to
there?
talk.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Should I do that?
no, you can't.
Do what?
No, you can't.
His agent says this. Never mind. Let's see him. Anyway, I think let's leave it there for today. This was actually fun
Yeah,
with Siri. Special
Mhm.
episode featuring Siri.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yes. Hey, bro, for the next episode, put featuring Siri in the bio when we
You
send
don't
out the
get
link.
to name my character.
Put it in the bio. I swear. Put it in the bio. Put
Okay, well.
featuring Siri in the description there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
But
get to
that.
name
with
my
that said,
Okay.
that is the end of our 7th episode now. That's a bit mad.
I think that should mean we I think somewhere like halfway or quarterway, somewhere there through the season, right?
Like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And thank you to those of you that have been here for all 7 episodes. It means a lot to all of us. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I don't know if they can still comment, but if you can comment down your comments and your questions and whatever, and follow our Instagram and go listen on Spotify. It's all gonna be there, eco-friendly, free. Like the episodes. Just click all the buttons.
Yeah. Shout out to my co-hosts Mohammed and Siri over here. Nicholas still hasn't come back.
Siri's not here. It's Ricky. No.
He's been doing some weird thing in Italy and that, taking pictures with mountains.
He's probably gonna come back with an Italian accent. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm more than ready to clown him when he comes back. But it's fine. He'll know when he comes. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I know you enjoyed the episode, so please do us a favor, drop a like, a comment, hit that share button, send this to your mandem. You know you're enjoying the show, so please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when we upload. We will start uploading more. I don't know when, because I'm busy. But yeah. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and we will see you next week, same time, same place.